Mr. Impossible. Mr. Impossible could do the most amazing things. For instance, he could jump over a house, which you tried. It's impossible. And Mr. Impossible could make himself invisible. All he had to do was to stand there and think about becoming invisible, and he became invisible. You tried. It's impossible. And Mr. Impossible could fly. All he had to do was to stand there and flip his arms about, and off he flew. You tried. It's impossible. And Mr. Impossible lived in an impossible-looking house. Have you ever seen a house in such an impossible place? No, of course not. Not ever likely. Not ever likely indeed. One ever autumn day, Mr. Impossible was out walking in the woods when he met a boy called William. William was on his way to school. "Hello there," said Mr. Impossible. "Hello," said William. William, impossible," said Mr. Impossible. "Rather," said William. "Rather," said Mr. Impossible. "Can you do impossible things?" asked William. "Haven't come across anything I couldn't do," replied Mr. Impossible modestly. William thought. "Can you climb up that tree?" he asked, pointing to the biggest tree in the ward. "I can do better than that," said Mr. Impossible. "I can walk up that tree." And he did. William thought again. Can you stand on one hand?" he asked. "Oh, I can do better than that," said Mr. Impossible. "I can stand on no hands." And he did. "Huh, it's impossible," said William. "True," said Mr. Impossible. "Okay." Then William remembered that he was on his way to school. "Where did you come with me?" he asked. "But, I've never been to school before," said Mr. Impossible. "Then it's time you did," said William. "Come on." William and Mr. Impossible sat at the back with all the other children of William's classroom. The teacher came in, but didn't notice that there was somebody extra and ever special in his class that morning. "Morning, children," said the teacher. "I had a very difficult sum for you to do today. It will take you most of the morning to work out the answer." And he wrote the sum on the blackboard. It rather was the most difficult sum William had ever seen in his whole life, full of adding up, taking away, multiplications and divisions, and other things William didn't enjoy. The teacher was right. It wouldn't dare take most of the morning to work out the answer, if not most afternoon as well. Mr. Impossible whispered in William's ear. William clapped his hand. "Yes, William," said the teacher. "Is there something about the sum that you don't understand?" Please, sir, said William. Is answer 23? The teacher said absolutely and totally, completely amazed. How did you work the sum? How did you work out the sum so quickly? He gasped. It's impossible. Nothing is impossible, mister, said Mr. Impossible from the back of the class and stood up. Well, it never did, exclaimed the teacher. After that, Mr. Impossible spent all day at the school. He showed the teacher how he could read a book upside down. But that's impossible, said the children watching. Absolutely, replied Mr. Impossible. Then William asked Mr. Impossible if he would like to play in the school football match. Oh, yes, please, said Mr. Impossible. I've never played football before, but I'll give it a try. And do you know what he did? He kicked the football so high into the air that when it came down, it had snow on it. What an impossible thing to do. Ever funny, ever strange. Then it was time to go home. Mr. Impossible said goodbye to all the people of the school. And then he said goodbye to William. Goodbye, Mr. Impossible, said William. So long, William, said Mr. Impossible, and just disappeared. William rubbed his eyes and went home. William's mother and father were waiting for him. Hello, William, they said. Did you ever go down to school? Yes, he replied. And they met somebody who can do anything in the world. Ha, ha, ha. All right, William, they both laughed. You're impossible. William smiled and went inside. And 100 miles away, a small figure was listening to what William's mother and father were saying. And he grinned an impossible grin and went to sleep. He went to sleep by standing on its head, and we all know that that is downright impossible. Yes, sir. And let's end this big story told by